Okay, morning. How are we doing? Well, I definitely think I might have bit enough more than I can chew today. More so fact because for a start, I'm in the posh bits. Even if you look now, look at the bikes. Even the bikes are more expensive than mine. Look at this, three-wheel bikes. What's that all about? Weird, that, innit? You're either motorbiking or you're not motorbiking. What's going on? I don't know. Good morning. How are we? Hope we're all doing okay. I've come to the posh bit today. I'm in Dalduki Shopping Centre. And the plan is to walk to Lacoletta, but I've given myself a bit of a task because I need to go to a shop, Leroy Merlin, which is at the top near the motorway. So I might have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. And it's a choice of whether I'll make it all the way there or come back and get the bike and then go there up on the bike, because I've got a feeling it's a bit too far for me. Let me just set the Strava and work out how far we are, so 2 secs. That's better. Can't do all this walking if I'm not measuring it, can I? So the plan is to see really how far I can get. Bahia Wellness Retreat, a wellness retreat. Posh round here, innit? Posh spas, tennis courts. It's nice round here. I've never been down this bit before. That's what I like about the walking. You get to go to places that I've never been to before. I hope I find my way back. That'd be hilarious if I didn't. Got tennis courts there. Guy's wetting his tennis courts, look. You see it through there? Hosing his tennis courts down. I think I'm near the posh hotels today. Very nice. So what do I want to talk about today? Well, there's a few things. The issue that I've got, I've just sat on a bike for half an hour and my mind just goes and goes and goes, and it's like, I know for a fact that by the time I finish this today, half the stuff I want to mention that I think I should have mentioned, that I wanted to talk about. Also, I never know how to start it, because I think I know what I want to say, but I just don't know how to start it. Some sounds down here, innit? Generators. It's nice, like, it's clean. I'm trying to just make my way to the walkway. Once I'm on the walkway, we're off and we're away. It was about, how do I explain this? It's more about trying to challenge yourself, I suppose, to come out of your shell. Challenging yourself to come out of your shell. The first time I ever remember performing, I was at Holly Marine Holiday Camp. I think it was Newquay, and it was a fancy dress competition, and it was me and my brother and a friend. My dad and my stepmom put us into it, and they dressed us up as Prince Charles, Princess Diana, and baby William. And I was Princess Diana. I had curly hair so they could boof on it out, and I had a dress on. My first ever experience of cross-dressing. Didn't really like it. But we won. And I was 4 years of age, or 5 or something like that, and I won. And that was the first time I ever remember actually getting on the stage performing. And it was fun. I remember it now. I've even got I haven't got the picture. My stepmom's got the picture. She brings it out and gladly embarrasses me every single time other people turn up. And she shows it them with glee. So yeah, I think Shelley's seen it as well. So, oh, this is where it brings you out. That's where that walkway brings you out. It's nice round here. Nice. I don't think I'm going to make it all the way to Leroy Merlin's, but we'll get the walking anyway, maybe to Lacoletta and back. The guy talking, me, cheating anyway. Doesn't do a long walk. Bottled it. Look where I am. Already on the way back. This is the end of the vlog, in the middle of the vlog. It's a bit like The Matrix, I suppose, a bit like Pulp Fiction, if you understand that reference. Only managed 2.56 kilometres. Thought it was going to be a 10k thing. Didn't. 2.56. Don't matter, it's fine. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll put you back to Rick. See you in a bit. Some bubbles over there. Bit of music. So that's where I think I got the bug of performing. I always tended to be, out of me and my brother's 18 months older than me. And, you know, sorry Nick, I know you don't watch this, my brother, but I was always the one that tended to put him in the shadow because I always wanted to grab the spotlight. That's what I was told anyway when I was growing up. So my brother's a very quiet, kind man, but very quiet, and, you know, just lets me take the front row rather than rather than anybody else, rather than himself. I think that nature has always been in me to take the spotlight, and through time, I think what I've managed to learn with it is a little bit of humility and being humble. I think that's quite an important part of it as well, because otherwise you just be cocksure and cocky, and then that doesn't work either. Loads of people. 2 secs. Some guy selling nice jewellery. Then obviously, I became the golf pro. It gave me an opportunity to stand up there. That the biggest audience I ever did, I think, was I held a clinic in front of 700 people, spoke in Dutch in a theatre, 700 people, and absolutely loved it. And they were laughing at the stuff I was doing, which was just phenomenal. And I think I'll never forget that. Then you get into your married life and you get pushed into the role of being the dad and taking the role on. I think the marriage suppressed the entertaining urge or the performing urge, because I was too busy being the dad, getting the money and working. And now the kids have grown up, obviously then I met Shelley, who is the performer, like the ultimate performer, and that pushed it back down again a little bit as well. But I think within time, I've managed to come out myself, really, more than anything else, and force myself to come out of my shell. And there's so many people here for me to start talking like this. They'll all start turning around. Give me 2 secs, let me just get past a lot of bees, and then we'll have a look and see. It's very pretty round here, like. I love this walkway. Got the parachutes above in the air. You see it? They're all coming into the bar, Cockolucci's. We'll just get past. Ta-da. It's a nice walkway though, isn't it? It's a really, really nice area, this. Sometimes it's worth taking that little extra 20 minutes just to drive to get yourself over here. Hardcore rap. It's great, isn't it? Traffic jams. We're nearly there. There we go. Beautiful day today. Really nice. Look at that. Nice, that, isn't it? It now comes to the point of all this YouTube stuff. For a start, I've been thinking about doing something for a while, but just didn't know what. A friend of mine, Darren Clark, suggested we started a podcast and stick it on YouTube. And that's where it all started from. I went, yeah, that's a great idea. He lasted about 2-3 shows and just said, look, I've not got the time for it in the end. So I said, no problem at all. But I had the bug and I wanted to carry on. So I did. But in essence, due to the lack of confidence as well, I saw the opportunity to how it would possibly to help Shelley get more people coming to the shows, because that's the marketing side of me. But also on the flip side, there's a tiny bit of me there that wanted me to, how do you say it? They wanted me to hide behind Shelley whilst slowly sneaking out to perform. Hence the reason why it's that Tenerife Vlogcast and not our names first of all, and then we changed it to Rick and Shelley. But all the while it was like, no, I wanted to actually get out there, but never had the confidence to do it until this channel. So I remember the first vlog I did as just Rick on my own, and the first words I think I remember was words like, just do it, just do it. The great YouTubers always say, just do it, just grab the camera and just do it. So that's what I did, and I was petrified. And this is only 4, 5, 6 months ago. I was petrified. From then on, speaking to another YouTuber, Darren John. Hi Darren. He mentioned to me that I've done about 38 videos now. And I don't count them, I just do them and then just put them up and see. But more and more out of the 38 videos that I've done, I've realised to myself, the more confident I've become, now like walking down this walkway here, and just chatting and doing it. So in other words, coming out of my shell, challenging myself, to bring myself out of my shell, and then to do this. Now, a couple of things. Number one, this is what I'm trying to get to. Number one, I actually thought I'm just blethering, just talking, just walking and talking, until last night Last night was a pinnacle of a number of different things that have been happening over the last couple of months. We've had a few people talk to me about the channel and how nice it is, etc. The Just Rick stuff, which is nice. It's like standalone. Normally it was all about, oh, Rick and Shelley's amazing and stuff like that. But a few people come over and said that some people I've met now don't even know Rick and Shelley. They only know Just Rick, which is really quite funny or comical more than anything else for me. But last night was a really, really good one. They're playing Jeu de Bol. Look at that. Jeu de Bol, I think it's called. Very popular game. Last night, I was working at Dylan's last night, and group of 4 came in. Bar was full. Didn't really think much about it. 5 to 10. I've got to get a karaoke singer off, get the stage set for the Blues Brothers, get the Blues Brothers on, and then I'm free for about 50 minutes. So 5 minutes to that go, this massive bloke came up to me, big lad, twice the size of me, tall, hands like shovels. And he made the beeline to me, and that's where you know them with the way they look on the face that you go, yeah, he knows me from the YouTube. And I said, hi, how you doing? He says, Rick, it's Morris. So if you're watching, Morris, how you doing? Again. And he wanted to talk about the YouTube. And I said, look, can I just stop you a second? I said, I've got 5-10 minutes just to turn this around, but then in 10 minutes I'm going to be free. And I tried to be politely, because he was just like, oh my God, I've got to do all this work stuff, and I've got a gentleman who wants to talk to me. So luckily, very understanding, no problem at all. We brought the Blues Brothers on and we went outside, and Morris followed me outside. And we had a conversation. And he turned around to me and said, you can't believe what this channel has done to help him. I will never understand how much this channel has done to help him. And it just blew me away, because it's just talking. It's just blethering on. And it actually, to me, most probably one of the proudest moments I think I've ever felt for a long, long time. That somebody, this man mountain massive taller than me, would actually want to take the time to come out of his holiday to come up to the area where I am. He ate in a restaurant down the road purposely because he knew that I was going to be up with like 3 bars up, so he could bring people up just without letting them realise, so he could come up and say hello and shake my hand and thank me. And it just literally, I was astounded, absolutely dumbfounded with it, and it was brilliant. And thank you. So Morris was saying thank you to me, but in all essence, Morris, thank you. It's I think it's most probably indirectly the point of this channel, the way I wanted it to go, was to have that sort of idea. And that really means a lot. That really means a lot. We're gonna walk through, I call it the IKEA department. Look at this. You just have the urge to go and kick them all over, and I bet somebody does, and they just start all over again. It was a very, very touching and endearing moment for me. So I hope, do you know what, it was actually to do with the Michael Levy Jr. vlog that he could resonate with. And Michael Levy Jr.'s own words were, at the time, if I can only just help one person, then I've done enough. Well, to be honest with you, Mike, I think up to now I've met about 3 or 4, but it's helped, and that's brilliant. So that vlog's done its job, hasn't it, really? And it's just nice. There's a couple of other things about it. Just have a bit of a shot. Look at this. Just take a minute, eh? Sometimes you just got to take a minute. This guy up there. You've just got to take a minute sometimes and realise, I forgot to mention where you are. I've just cut this bit in. This is at the end. I told you I'd forget stuff. You can see it because I've got glasses on my head, whereas before I'm not wearing it. When you go back to the edit, you'll look at it. When I spoke with Morris last night, he said to me, he said, look, he says, I can tell by your story you've been down some dark places, as have I. And I almost had to stop him there because I said, look, in fairness, I've not. I feel a bit of a fraud. And this is the reason why I don't want it to be all about mental health channel. I'm actually, it's not me. Yes, I went down those places, but not down to my own doing, if that makes sense. My partner at the time took me down a route that went pretty dark, but it was like a route that I didn't want to be down. I was always aware that this is a route I don't want to be. Hence the reason why I put actions into place to change that route and to put me where I am today, to which I'm forever grateful and thankful for. A little bit of a fraud syndrome going on here when I meet you guys or girls or whatever it is. And I don't mean that to disrespect you because of the journey some people are taking, but I just wanted to let you know that, because I'd feel a fraud if I just went along with it and went, yeah, I get, yeah, because that's not who I am as well either. Anyway, I'll chop you back
a letter.
The original walk.
Distance over there.
And I'll see you on the next one. You've just got to do it. Once again, as I said to you before, my brain is going 100 miles an hour, so I'm forgetting half the stuff that I want to say. But that was it. It's busy again, man. I've done a few of these vlogs now, and what I've always found the funniest thing is the most successful ones are the ones where I don't think about it. The most successful one seems to be the one where I just let it happen, and that's what I'm trying to do on this one now. And do you know what it is? My resolution was to walk more, but my also resolution for me is not to put myself under pressure too much. Now, for those of you who are just watching this and not listening and watching as well, you might have very cleverly just seen that I've just about turned and walked back. In other words, I'm not doing my walk today. I'm not going to go the distance I want to go. I'm not setting that challenge, and I'm not going to finish it. But that's okay. That doesn't matter, because the only pressure that you put on is the pressure from yourself. And it was one of the things I was talking about, a resolution. You can imagine if you stopped smoking on January the 1st. We're about the 17th or the 18th in now, and you're desperate for that cigarette. You might have that sneaky one, or you're doing dry January and you've just had a half or a pint, or you've promised, or you've tried to commit to 50 miles a week, and you've just decided to about turn and go back. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's how you react to it, isn't it? The only pressure you're putting on is the pressure on yourself. So I don't think I'm going to hit 50 miles a week. I thought I'd try it. I'll still keep walking as always, but I don't think I'm going to hit 50 miles a week. It doesn't matter. So long as you're just to yourself, you're happy with what you do with yourself, you know. I'll have that pint tonight and I'll enjoy it. I'm now going to go and find out where the bleeding bike is again, where I've parked that bike. But it's good. Life's good, man. I hope it is for you. I hope it is for you. Yeah, it's me again. Let's get one thing straight. Today's not planning how it should be. So sometimes it's not all about 10k walk, is it? Sometimes it's about McDonald's. So enjoy your day. Back to the vlog. Crack on, son. It's nice to be somewhere different. It's nice to look around and see different stuff. That's what I do like. Without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely what I like. Right. I think I've blathered enough. Leave you guys to it. I'm going to go to Leroy Merlin, try and find some batteries for Shelley. And I'll see you on the next one. As always, you know what to do. See you soon.